Hi crypto fans, welcome to CCS Cryptocurrency State. My name is Santiago, I'm a web developer and investor, and in today's video we are going to review Polkadot and how high will go. We are going to review news and TA. Polkadot just created new all-time highs. We are going to do technical analysis DOT against USDT and against Bitcoin. We are going to see some patterns that I see in the charts. We are going to cover many news related to the new all-time high and other things on the Polkadot ecosystem. Before we begin, please like the video, subscribe to the channel and click the bell to get the notifications. And without anything else, let's go into it. Hey guys, well, before going into the TA, let's review some news about Polkadot. Polkadot yesterday did a new all-time high, passing the numbers of May and April 2021. So we are seeing a price discovery from yesterday. So a lot of news about the new all-time high of Polkadot, but there are a couple of things that are not only related to the parachain auctions, that is something that is triggering the price of Polkadot. We covered some videos about Polkadot updates and PolkaSwap last week, and we say in that videos that Polkadot it will be starting a rally soon. We didn't have a rally until that, so that was predicted very easily, and now we are seeing the Polkadot price going up. Party Technologies, the company behind Polkadot, announced that parachains were coming to the network on October 13. Parachains, the parallel blockchains, refer to full blockchains that will be incorporated into the Polkadot blockchain network to aid in validating and securing transactions. Polkadot aims to increase the interoperability of blockchain networks, hence becoming the blockchain for blockchains. This will make the Polkadot network a layer 0 protocol. So the technology behind all this is amazing. If you didn't saw how this project is built, how works the parachain and everything, you can check the video here to understand more about Polkadot. New all-time high for Polkadot, bullshit dot past $50, and moving here we can say that Polkadot is in price discovery mode after breaking $51. And one popular crypto influencer reiterated his prediction that in this bull cycle that will outperform Solana, Binance token, ADA, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. This is El Capo of Noya, almost 200 followers, and he is saying that it will be outperforming any major crypto. Also from Polkadot, the motion to enable parachain registration and crowdlands has passed Polkadot's council and gone to a public referendum. It passes, parachain teams will be able to register their parachain and open their crowdland on November 4. So this is great news. We are almost ready for starting the auction for the parachains and see all the candidates there. Also, Polkadot goes to public opinion for parachain. Polkadot finalizes initiatives on parachain enablers. Further, the public has to decide the passing of for the decision, and once it's passed, Polkadot will enable Profuse parachain integrations and crowdlands too. So this is already confirmed for November 4. Also, Lark Davis, another popular Bitcoin crypto influencer, Polkadot's upcoming auction will be a huge event, he comments, and he says that seriously thought DOT auctions 2 weeks away going to be huge, and he has almost more than 500,000 followers, so everyone is talking about this right now. But one thing that I like to comment is this, because it's not all related to the parachain. The subquery adds ABM functionality, boosting Kusama and Polkadot development. The partnership with Moonbeam delivers full-scale unified data indexing solution for Moondriver data. Just one tool needed to query and filter ABM logs and transactions. So this is the first open source tool to query data across Ethereum and DOT. So right now, with this simple mechanism, we can filter ABM transactions and logs, and we can relate these two blockchains platforms. So this is a very good step, and we have Moonbeam being the provider of this in this partnership. So this is a very important news in terms of technology between the Polkadot ecosystem and Ethereum. Also, another thing is that Polkadot has future brand identity to .community. Polkadot is changing the identity of the project, so they have sent the redesign, the nature of product branding, and it has put control firmly in the hands of the Polkadot community. So the Polkadot community will be able to have opinions and say how this rebrand should be also. And in terms of price prediction for the near future, Polkadot set size on 75 following new all-time high, analyst hints. And in this analysis, they are putting 75 as the next level after this pump, breaking this. Let's go to see what I think about the TA. Before we continue with the video, remember that I am doing an amazing giveaway. I will be giving half of a Bitcoin to one winner and 5 Ethereum to 5 different winners. If you want to participate, it's super easy, just a couple of clicks, follow the link in the description. But remember that you need to be subscribed to the channel with the bell on to be considered. Well guys, this is DOT against USDT. We create new all-time highs. You can see here clearly here, this white line, it was the previous resistance of the last all-time high here in May. And we already passed that. We were 52, almost 53. We need to get above 50 and get that as support. That will bring more traction into the DOT price action. But you can see these two red lines. I see the price forming this channel of confluence here. Even if we have some price movement down here, we could say that the channel is a bonding channel like here, opening up. But I think if I just get into this price action here, putting this as support, and this previous support, and most important, the uptrend of resistance line, then I think we need to break this to the upside and go to 55 and hold this as support also. And then we are completely in discovery mode. We don't see more resistance or support areas there. And we will see what happened in that case. The indicators are every indicator is very bullish right now. The MACD just crossed bullish on a daily time frame. We have the stochastic going parabolic. The RSI, first we have these RSI diversions on this uptrend because the price of the was going up, but the RSI goes low. But then we have this bottom here, this break to the downside, and from there the RSI reset it and it's working fine as expecting with the price action. So we are at 68, we are not even in the overbought conditions. So we can expect more uptrend here. And this chart is very, very interesting. This is DOT against Bitcoin. And we have some rally here in May also, when DOT hit the last all-time high, was higher and performing better than Bitcoin. Then we have the bottom rally. We have a double bottom here. You can see here this WB pattern, and from there we have a little of rally also on last days from there. But right now I see that we are forming a couple of patterns here. First, we can see that we have a double bottom here with these two price actions around 5.728, and that will coincide with this a white line for this pattern. But we also can see an inverse head and shoulders pattern here. The head and shoulders pattern looks like this. You have a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. This don't need to be exactly the same height, the shoulders, but the head of course should be up above the shoulders, of course. And you have here the neckline. We coincide with these lines of support here. And then when this break, this will be a bearish pattern because the price comes from the downside, generates the pattern and goes to the downside again. And the target is measured here from the head to the line of the neckline, and you will have the target there. But in this case we are seeing this, an inverse head and shoulders pattern, which is a bullish pattern where you have the neckline here. This is what I'm seeing here in the Bitcoin price against DOT. And this is the neckline. We cannot use this other line as a neckline because we don't have the support of the shoulders there. But this also is a very important line right now. So the target for this, if we go all the way here, let me put a small here. So you can see the target here, it will be from here to here, around 10016. So this is in terms of percentage. If we break that we actually are breaking it. That is a 27% up. Actually, we are already breaking that neckline, so this pattern is playing well right now. But now I want to see a break on this 8500 because it was the previous touch here that we have in September 14. So we need to break that at this point. But anyways, this is looking very, very bullish in the chart of DOT against USDT and in the chart also DOT against Bitcoin, which is more important for me because you need to consider what is better to hold, Bitcoin or altcoins. So in this case, we have a pattern on DOT that says that in case you have a lot of Bitcoin, maybe it's a good idea to put something into DOT, because if this pattern continue breaking up, you will get more earnings that way. But everything is looking bullish also here in Bitcoin, DOT against Bitcoin. We have still a lot of MACD uptrend. We have the stochastic RSI and the RSI very bullish. So that will be the end, guys, for the video. Remember, before we leave, like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell to get the notifications, and be tuned tomorrow for a Polkadot Parachain project on the video. We are going to review it. It's a very important project with a lot of potential. I will see you in the next video, guys. Bye.